because of the grace and the mercy of God. I'm not here because of what I've done. I'm not here because of who I am, but I'm only here because of the grace and the mercy of God. Like the song said, it is his grace that have brought me this far, and it's also his grace that shall lead me on. Look at somebody and tell them, I thank God for Jesus. I might as well preach this. I said, I thank God for Jesus, because when I was all by myself, it was nobody but Jesus that came through for me. I know I gotta leave you. It was nobody but Jesus that kept me when I was all alone, because he the one that made me free. He the one that delivered me when I was at my wit's end. It was Jesus that came through. When I was all by myself, it was Jesus that delivered me. I don't know how I got here, but when I stopped at Jesus, I can't go any further, because I thank God for his son, because he was the one that delivered me. He was the one that kept me going. He was the one that protects me and keep me, because he is the one that controls my freedom. And since he controls my freedom, he controls the state of my bondage. And since he controls my bondage, I thank God that he will never put me in slavery to sin, but now I'm a slave to his gospel. I'm in bondage to his love. I'm in bondage to his grace. I'm in bondage to his call. I thank God in the morning, because he's the one that kept me. Is there anybody here that says, I'm putting my trust in Jesus? I was living low. I was living in the dark, but I found a better way, and it's through Jesus. I was living all alone. I was broke, busted, and disgusted, but I found a better way, and it was through Jesus. Is there anybody in the room this morning that can testify that giving my life to Jesus was the best decision I ever made? Good morning, y'all. I see you on the other shore, but I just want to let you know that there is a better way, and it's through Jesus. Because some trust in chariots, some trust in horses, but I shall remember the name of the Lord. Is there anybody here that made up in their mind that I'm going to possess the fixed position of deliverance? I'm going to possess the faith and the permanent deliverance. But lastly, I'm going to possess the fight with persistent determination, which simply means that I'm fighting with persistent determination, because look at the text. He says, stand fast in the liberty in which Christ has made us free. But look how he ends it. He says, be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. What that simply means, the stuff that used to tie you up, don't go back no more. The stuff that had you in bondage, don't go back no more. I gotta leave you now, but I just want to let you know that I'm not going back to the way of bondage. I'm not going back to the old way of thinking. I'm not going back to that old attitude. I'm not going back to that old ideology, because I found a better way. I'm not going back, because when I was back there, I was by myself. When I was back there, I cried all the time. When I was back there, I was confused. When I was back there, I was all alone. But I remember that it was nobody but the Lord that saved me. Come here, old deacon. They used to sing the song, says I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, deeply stained within. I was sinking to rise no more, but the master of the sea. He heard my despairing cry, and from the waters he lifted me. Now I'm safe. Is there anybody here that thank God that Jesus came to rescue you from yourself? Jesus came to rescue you from your sin. Jesus came to rescue you from your own way of thinking. Is there anybody here that's thankful in the room that Jesus came? Not my mama, but Jesus came. Not my daddy, but Jesus came. Not your boo or your babe, not your husband or your wife, but I thank God. I feel Holy Ghost now that Jesus came because I was by myself. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I was at my wit's end. I felt like giving up. I almost took myself out. I almost quit on them. Like Jeremiah said, I gave up your word. I threw it away. I didn't want to preach no more because the people are stiff-necked. That's what Jeremiah said. He said, take your word back. I don't want it no more. But then he turned around and he said, when I said that, his word was like fire shut up in my bones. And when I felt like quitting, his word was like a fire in my bones. When I felt like giving up, his word was like a fire on the inside of me. And I kept on going. I kept on moving. I kept on pushing because I found a better way. And just like Isaiah said, come here, Isaiah. He simply said, in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. He was high and mighty, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. But then I looked at myself and I said, woe unto me, because I am a man of unclean lips. But then the angel came, took coals from the altar, placed it on my lips, because I am a man of unclean lips. But then God asked the question, I need a way. I need somebody. Who shall I send? And Isaiah simply said, here am I. Send me. I will go. It's that same Isaiah that asked the question, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the Lord, the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth, neither fainteth, neither is weary. There's no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increased the strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall utterly fall. It was that same Isaiah that said, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Can I tell you, I found a better way, and it's with the Lord. I found a better way, and it's with Jesus. I found a better way, and it's with the Lord. Come here, Clay Evans. He said, what a fellowship, what a joy divine. I'm leaning on his everlasting arm. I'm leaning on Jesus. I'm trusting in the Lord. Good day, all. I just want to let you know that there is a better way. Tell somebody the better way is Jesus. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. The better way is Jesus. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know him, give me your life, because if you know him, he will see you through. And when I leave you, I just got one question. Won't he do it? Won't he keep you? Won't he protect you? Won't he hold you? Won't he guide you? Is there anybody here that said, I found the better way, and it's with Jesus? Good day, all. Tell somebody there is a better way. Tell somebody, say, there is a better way. Come on, there is a better way. You don't have to live that way no more. There is a better way. Touch somebody and tell them there is a better way. It is a better way. It is a better way. It's a better way. And it's through Jesus. You don't have to subject yourself to what people have given you. The better way is through Jesus. We are in this season where everything lines up through Jesus. For generations, they thought that Jesus wasn't even existent to them. They lived by this patriarchal mindset of thinking that I got to be circumcised. I got to do this tradition. I got to live this way. I got to go here. I got to know. Paul says, no, there's somebody that came through 42 generations. Well, they called him the son of David, the seed of Abraham. He came and died on this cross. Read the day of Pentecost in Acts chapter 2. Peter preached the gospel message in Acts 2. Says that this Jesus, who you crucified, came to set you free from your way of thinking. But look at the text. I'm leaving you. Stand fast in the liberty in which Christ has made you free. Be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. You know what that tells me? Context clues. People who read the scripture, people who read anything, context tells me when that scripture says, be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage, that means that bondage still exists. Just because Jesus came don't mean bondage is gone. Here it is. Bondage is still there, but you don't have to be there. That's what the text tells me. Yeah, that person, that place, that thing, we all got bondage. I preached a sermon before. I might preach it again called nouns. We all got nouns. It's a person, place, a thing that can tie you up. We all have a noun in our life. I raise both hands. We all have a noun. We all have a person, place, a thing that can keep you in bondage, but there is a better way. And every day, anybody like me say, you got to fight those person, place, or things every day. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm real. It ain't easy. That's why he tells you to stand, because Jesus will help you. This whole Christmas season, this season of Advent, this Christmas holiday ain't got nothing to do with them presents. Ain't got nothing to do with the stuff you do with your kids and your family. If you still in bondage after Christmas, you missed Christmas. Oh, please say amen, lights. I said, if you still in bondage after a season that we celebrated Jesus, you missed the whole point of it. You still live the same way. You still mean, you still nasty. You still broke. But you celebrating Jesus. Jesus come to relieve you from all of that. How can you say we celebrating Jesus coming, but we don't take his liberty that he offers us? I'm talking about me. All three of us. All us. I'm talking about all of us. I'm talking about myself. The word is a two-edged sword. It cut going and coming. It cut me first, preparing this. You telling me that you finna go through this whole season of celebrating Jesus and you still the same person? Like, you're not even trying to get better. Because I realize there is a better way. Come on, clap your hands. I got to leave you. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate you. God bless you. Is there anybody here that need to do two things? Give your life to the Lord and join the church. Give your life.